Oh, hey guys. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna do an update. Just for something to do, I woke up late, slept in. I got a bunch of fucking. I gotta load up a bunch of shit and take it to the dump today. Yeah. And I got so much stuff I gotta do, which is fun. It's good. I'm not complaining. It just keeps me busy, keeps me off the internet. Oh goodness. Oh well. Can't escape the internet. All right, so as you know, I'm working on this project, which is good because it keeps me out of my mind, keeps me off the internet, keeps me goal-oriented, purpose-driven, more focused on something that's real, that's in front of me. It's not on the internet. I just woke up. I look like hell, dude. Oh my god. I always do though, so it doesn't matter. So I'm just doing my morning cigarette and coffee, and I'll just do a video on whatever, like my project. What's crazy, dude? Because I'm like running around, fucking, like a chicken with his head cut off, like trying to beat the sun. You can see the sun already coming in. Oh man, it's probably yesterday was 115. It's probably going to be that again today, or maybe higher, 116. I think I'm going to take it a little easier today, and so I'm racing around, to do all this shit because I got all these plans and designs, and so I'm making them happen, right? So like yesterday, I was racing to beat the sun and get all the cutting done, all the shit I needed to get cut, all the wood I needed to get cut, get it done before it gets hot, and then the painting and staining and everything before it gets hot. Then when it gets hot, then I can go inside and work on all that, like install all this shit that I cut and stained and painted and all this stuff. So, and then I spent all this time doing it, and then I look at it and I'm like, dude, like that's nobody. You can't even tell I did anything. You can't like this shit is. These are like such minor details, you know. And I mean, whatever. Details are important, I guess. Well, they are. So, but it's just crazy. Like, I'll spend all this time to do a section, like a section that's like a section of the RV that's like this big, you know. And I'm doing all this shit just at like a little tiny section that's like the size of this Tupperware bowl. I'm doing all this shit, and then I install it, and then I step back and I look at it, and I'm like, all that shit for just that? That's all? That's it? Progress is slow, and that's the way it goes a lot of times. I think working on anything, the progress is so slow. You're just looking at this going like, when is this ever going to end? Is it ever going to end? So I'm just doing my morning ritual. cigarettes and coffee. It's terrible, dude. Don't try this at home. Anyhow, so might as well. I got the camera going. Let me just show you what. So I did get a lot of shit done though. So I got that gap filler shit, and I bought the Gorilla gap filler. Comes in these cans, and you shake it up, and it has a little straw, and then you pull the trigger, and it pushes that foam shit out, and then the foam expands. You know. Let's see. I got a piece somewhere. Yeah. So the Gorilla foam comes out gray. This is a piece of it. It's gap filler, you know. So I put the gap filler around my air conditioner, because you don't fuck around in the desert, dude. You just don't fuck around, you know. You might have this little tiny thing crack around your air conditioner, and a lot of people, they'll just be like, oh, whatever, you know. And then they wonder, well, why isn't it cool, you know? It should be cooler than this in here with my air conditioner going, and those little tiny cracks around your air conditioner. Yeah. And then you know, so yeah, you know, you don't fuck around with air conditioning in the desert out here. So yesterday I sealed the fucking air conditioner, and so I did that. I organized my totes, so I have some storage totes. I kind of organized those a little bit, which I need to finish. Organization is also very important. I need to be organized. And so I did some of that shit out here. I put the shade net up. I had to move some shade net around and stuff. But I got another 8-foot by 5-foot shade net up, which is also, see, again, you don't fuck around with the heat out in the desert. So I got shade net over the top of my trailer, and then on one side, where the sun is, where the sun hits it, and then shade net on the other side too. This is my patio. I'm sitting out on the patio. I got shade net and a tarp. That's a tarp. So that way I can kind of sit out here without, you know, because I like to be outside, but you just can't really be outside that much when it's 120 degrees, you know. And there's been extreme weather warnings like every day for the past 4 days at least, you know, where they say you can't really be outside. So that's why I've been doing all my shit in the morning. All right, so I did all that, you know. I had to kind of organize outside, fix all this, because it's crazy outside, because I'm cutting wood and everything, and so there's piles of garbage piling up. I got a massive shit ton of garbage I got to take to the dump this morning. And so anyways, we'll go in here. Yeah, so I got to do that this morning. It just never ends, man. No rest for the weary. Right? Okay. So these little projects, I didn't finish them all. Like the drawers, they go under my bed. I didn't even. Nope, didn't do those. Today I'm gonna do those. So again, you're gonna see like the amount of progress seems so minuscule. It's like almost ridiculous. Okay, so here's the window. So I put that window ledge in the corner. So now it goes all the way across. I put the fucking window frame in, and that was the only paint that they had. which is fine. I mean, you know, whatever. I might have gone with another color, but I had limited choices, so I just went with the blue, which is good enough. You know, that's what I'm saying. It's good. Perfect is boring anyway. I'm just going for good enough. So I put the window frame in. Still got to put the curtain up there, and I put the last ledge. So now the ledges go all the way across, and then I put in this. I put all this in, so that, okay, put it in there, and on the other side too. So there it is. And so I just gotta put that plate on right here, because this is the cupboard. So these are my tools and shit like that. So right here, there's that hole in the cupboard. So I just gotta paint the plate and put it on. But so yeah, I did this fine detailed woodwork. Look at that fine work I did. Right? So that was a bitch. I mean, that's what I'm saying though. It's just these little details. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's it? And that's it? And that's it? Holy shit. And then I did the counter thing. So I put this piece on here, and I put that piece on that goes across, and then I put that piece on that goes right here, and then I locked all this down too. Like I had to put, you know, I had to position this correctly and then put the fucking screws in. Just so that it does, you know, it's just these fine details. They're a pain in my ass though, you know. And so, but as you can see, this place is still a fucking disaster. And but I'm getting it done. I can't wait to get this done, because once it's done, it'll be I mean, because it's just a disaster in here. I can hardly move around. But once it's done, it'll be, you know, not like I can move around easily. I can get to everything easily, blah, blah, blah. So it's just, and it's really hard working around all this crap, you know. This is a really strange situation, because so my old trailer had termites, and then my old trailer is parked right next to this trailer that I'm in now. So I had to move fast because the termites are going to start coming into this trailer. So I had to move as fast as I could to move all of my shit from my other trailer in here while I'm working on this trailer. See, like I put this headboard, or I put this wall. I fucking tore out the bathroom and the closet while I'm moving my shit out of the old trailer into this. I'm ripping out the fucking bathroom walls and the closet walls, and you know, and so that I can put my bed here. So my bed's where the bathroom and closet was. Then I gotta build up all this, because those bathroom walls and shit provide structure for this corner of the trailer. I have to build all this shit up to you know, to reinforce the fucking, you know, the structure that I just tore apart, right? All while I'm moving all of that shit, right? But because I had termites, all of my wood furniture, I had to take it out and let it sit in the sun for 3 days before I could move it in. And so I'm doing all this because, so I'm racing against the clock in more ways than one, because I got to get that old trailer away from my new trailer because it has termites. So I'm moving all this shit out, and whatever I can move into the trailer, I move into the trailer. Meanwhile, all my wood furniture is sitting out in the fucking heat while I'm with skill saws and a sawzall. I'm ripping out the bathroom walls and the fucking closet walls. And all of this so that I can as soon as possible, get that old trailer away from my new trailer, as far away as possible, so that I don't end up with the termites don't just move in here. And then I'm fucking, so I fucking designed and put up and did all of this, like these shelves. So I got shelves here, I'll show you. So this is the kitchen area. I put in this was kind of janky, but I don't care. And then, but see, I put in this shelf, and then it goes all the way around. Okay, and then it goes right to there. So the shelf goes all the way around. I designed and put that in, and then this shelf underneath it goes all the way across. So I'm doing that, and then I call this my this here my chamber pot. So my chamber pot outhouse is right there. It's got my fucking semi-compostable portable toilet that I made, and with all my cleaning supplies and shit. So that replaced the bathroom. And then I cut one cube off of this. This was a whole square. This thing was a complete square, and I cut one of them out because that's what I had to do. And then like this down here, this was a bench, and I had to cut it down the middle and put one half of the bench here and put the other half of the bench here over the wheel wells to provide shelving but also space, and then I just set that other bench on top of this. So I'm like cutting and doing all this shit while I'm racing against the termites. And then I had ants. Like I said, I found out they weren't fire ants, but they were biting me, dude, and it fucking hurt. So, anyways, and yeah, and like putting this fucking 4x4 up and the mirror up and everything, like it's just a lot of shit, dude. And I just can't wait until I'm done, because I don't know, it's just been really crazy. And then when it started getting hot, and my fucking air conditioner actually took a shit on me. The air conditioner that came with this trailer, and it was like brand new air conditioner and shit. So while I'm doing all this, it's getting hotter and hotter, so I have to move faster and faster. Then my air conditioner breaks, so I have to stop everything, drive fucking 50 miles to the nearest Walmart or whatever to get a fucking new air conditioner. Then I had to race back and put it in because it's 115 degrees. It just ends pure insanity. And it's still going. Like, it hasn't stopped. Oh yeah, so because it started getting hot, then I had to stop what I'm doing inside. All this shit, this racing and fucking craziness that I'm doing, I had to stop it. Start working on the outside, putting up all the poles to fucking put the shade net up, everything else. I mean, this is tons of work. It's just a ton of work, man. So I'm racing to put up all this shade net, and it's getting hotter and hotter. And so I still got all that kind of shit to do, It's, it just never ends. As soon as I think, oh man, I think I'm making progress, then I step back and I look and I'm like, dude, I got so much fucking shit to do. So anyway, so I'm just doing this update for fun. Because, yeah, that's it. So I'll keep you updated. So today, I'm going to do the drawers. That's going to be a bitch. Because I guesstimated on the measurements. So I'm going to have to find the measuring tape, which who knows, I got 3 or 4 of them and I can't fucking track them down half the time. Find the measuring tape and then go back and make sure that the cuts that I made are correct for the bed. They probably aren't, which means I'll have to go back out and cut some more. But maybe not, I think, like, I just did basic measurements because it fit under my bed. Those same measurements fit on my bed before, and it's the same bed. So anyway, so I'm going to start fucking around with the drawers today. And they're going to be under the bed, so you won't see them anyways. So I'll be like, dude, I finished the drawers. And then it's like, they're under the bed. You can't even see them. Yeah. But storage. Fucking once I get that storage space, then all this, I've got shit piled up outside that I need to put in here. I can start throwing the shit in the drawers and everything and get that much closer to being done. And then the carpet. The carpet, I'm assuming that's going to be next to the last thing. That's going to be one of the last things. But it's coming. It's coming, so. Anyways, that's my stupid update. See you, boys.